Oh my gosh, today is a very exciting day. I've just got all of my biscuit pieces back from the kiln. Thank you again to the lovely Alice. I'm going to be glazing these in probably on the weekend. It's a bank holiday, so I'll have lots of time. I've also made these today, some little mushrooms, a couple of little trinket dishes. But yeah, once I've got everything glazed, I've still got stuff from previously to do. I'm gonna get it all fired very soon. Very excited, so stay tuned.
Hello everyone, I'm recording this with a bit of a cold, so apologies if my voice sounds a bit funky. Once I got everything back from the kiln firing, I decided to put it all on my shelves and kind of get a bit organised before it was time to embark on the mega glazing session. So this is another kind of video showing my preparation for the Hepworth Harvest Festival. This was going to be my first market showcasing my sort of like homeware ceramics, so I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of stock because I knew that this was going to be quite a big market. It's kind of one of those ones that's quite renowned within the art world. They all are at the Hepworth. I forgot to apply to the Christmas markets, but that's definitely going to be something I do for next year because yes, it's a very awesome opportunity, and I think they do such a good job of curating the stall holders as well. So this is me glazing the checker plate, and yeah, when you're doing kind of like designs like this, you'd go in with an underglaze for the sort of like colour or the design, and then you'd go over the top with a transparent glaze, and that sort of just makes it really glossy. I'm also glazing these mugs with a green glaze. I think it's called Lustrous Jade from Potter's Choice. It's one of my favourite glazes of all time. It just has a really nice sort of like green, but then there's like little speckles of other colours, kind of like a warm orangey kind of undertone. Anyway, I think it looks great on both my clay bodies and my recycled clay body as well. So yeah, I coated the checkerboard plate with transparent glaze. I did accidentally buy the wrong type of transparent glaze originally. This one's actually for cone 9, but I did later on in the video get the right transparent glaze. So I did have to put this plate and a few other bits and bobs on a separate firing. I think it was cone 9 or 10, I believe, because obviously you can't really fire your glazes to different temperatures than what they're recommended for when you actually buy the glazes, as you can get some very unexpected results and things can run and ruin kiln shelves, etc. What you'll see me doing before I actually start glazing is sanding down my pieces. So sometimes when they go through a firing, little bits can just chip away. It's also kind of good practice to sponge down your bisque pieces before glazing, just because you can have some inconsistencies that will then kind of be permanently on the ceramics if you don't choose to sponge them down. It's one of those habits I need to just get into. I'm thinking about I might just like start washing every piece as soon as it comes out of a bisque firing, just to like definitely make sure that there's no any kind of imperfections or anything like that. This was kind of like a plant pot sort of situation. I did get someone to say it looked like a soup bowl, and I was like, oh my god, how much soup are you having? But yeah, once I'd finished that plant pot, I was onto my teapot. Now this teapot is like probably one of the most special things I've ever made. I definitely need to make more of them. And yeah, it was my first teapot that I'd made by myself. I have collaboratively made a teapot before, but I was really happy with how this came out, and I knew that I wanted to use my the Lustrous Jade glaze again, and then have obviously the little mushroom on top be red and cream sort of coloured. But the thing with teapots or any kind of lidded ceramic is that you need to fire them together so that there's no kind of like warping or distortion. So you do actually fire for both the bisque and the glaze them together, and then hopefully they should just kind of like come off, which they did in my case. And then I glazed this little jug as well to kind of match. I thought it could be a cute little milk jug to go alongside the teapot.
Well, I've had a mega day of glazing. I managed to get quite a lot of these done, and these ones up here as well. These ones do have glaze on them. It's kind of like an orange glaze. It dries really pastel. I also did these ones up here. These ones are coated with transparent glaze, so they're up there because they have a slightly different firing to the rest of them. But yeah, I've done so much today. These are the things dry from the other day as well that I made. And yeah, I'm just getting ready to put it all in a glaze firing very soon once I've got these all glazed as well.
So here's me just putting some of the glazed pieces into my trusty box to get ready to take upstairs to the kiln. It's really important that when you are transporting your sort of like glazed ceramics that they don't touch, because they can start to chip or some of the colours can sort of rub off onto the other ones, and it can affect things. These are the results of the cone 910 firing. There was a couple of imperfections on the crustacean one. I took those out and then I started to load up the kiln for a cone 5 glaze firing.
Here's what I threw today on the wheel. I couldn't record because my phone doesn't have enough storage, but we've got a plant pot, 2 little kind of trinket dishes I think, and I am gonna call it a chip and dip, but it's kind of more like a hummus and carrot or maybe olive type situation. Ta-da! Here's the finished stuff. I'm super excited to unload.
So here's everything unloaded from the kiln on my shelves, kind of semi-organised. I also got my glaze samples out finally. I should have done these ages ago. And then it's time to do some glazing of the lobster dishes, and then loaded up again for another glaze firing. It was kind of one in, one out at this sort of time, trying to get everything glazed and fired in time for the festival. So it was kind of at this point in the month where I found out from Alice that she would be moving out, really sadly, from the studio space, as her sort of like full-time work was taking priority, which meant that I would not be able to fire things with her anymore. It's just really sad, but things in life change, and I do kind of need to start planning for the future in terms of where I see my small business going. So I'm kind of thinking in the next kind of few months I might be buying a kiln of my own, depending if I can save enough money. So it was kind of like, right, I've got a few weeks to go before the Harvest Festival, and until Alice moves out, so I need to just make as much as I can to the best of my abilities. So that is what I did. I spent loads of time throwing and making new pieces, and yeah, really enjoying the process and just trying to get better and better. I would also like to upgrade my pottery wheel at some point. These are some of the pieces I threw. This was kind of like a vase and a plate and various different kind of plant pot sort of things. I also reglazed a few other pieces and then refired these because I wasn't happy with how they came out the first time.
Just had my teapot come out and I'm super happy with this. I think it's really cute. I'm gonna have to like grind the edges so it's a bit smoother, but I've been also like underglazing some more things, ready to put a clear glaze on the top as soon as that arrives. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys a couple of my favorites. This is Tenmoku glaze, and I think it's come out absolutely gorgeous. I thought this little espresso cup was really cute as well. This one shouldn't be green, but I think I must have like not like washed my brush properly. This is also supposed to be purple, but it came out blue, but I kind of love it in a way. This is the, let's see, lobster one that I've shown you guys, and a nice sort of checker and a brush one here. And these are all of my mugs, and I think these are kind of probably my favourite too, these types of glazes. This is kind of the texture autumn one, and some sort of like little vases of sorts. I'm not sure what these are going to be, kind of around them, but yeah, super happy with everything so far. Not a huge fan of the red glaze, I do really like the orange with the speckle. I think it's gorgeous. And that one's really nice as well with the speckle. I'm gonna do like a proper photo shoot though and show you guys like in a bit more detail. So yeah, that's where we're at for now.
This is just a picture I did from the photo shoot of all of the pieces I'd made up until that point in all their glory, and I'm still pretty consistently doing loads of the firings. Here's a few little snapshots from there as I unload each layer, and yeah, here's all of the crustacean ones that I'd been doing. I had some really positive feedback on my Instagram that people really liked the lobsters, so I decided to make quite a few more in different sizes. I think I prefer the speckle clay body to the buff, but I think both are quite nice. This is the olive bowl as well, and one of the plant pots I made. That's the other plant pot, and a nice kind of bowl as well.
I forgot to show you guys what I've been making. These are just some pieces that are drying out, and I'm making sure they're bone dry. As you can see, this one is a little bit darker, it's still wet, and yeah. I think the test they say to do is if it feels cold, it's, hang on, I forget what it is. Anyway, you can tell by the colour of this clay, it goes kind of, these are all bone dry, these ones, but yeah, it goes lighter, so I'll have to give this probably another day, perhaps maybe 2, before I can bisque dry these. But yeah, I made another mushroom pot, little I don't even know, vase kind of thing, a jug. I was really proud of this one. It's not very tall, but I was really happy with the shape. This is like a chip and dip situation, maybe olive bowl, I don't know. And I'm probably going to do another lobster on this one. So yeah, exciting stuff. We have had a casualty. The chip and dip roll has exploded in the bisque firing. The only thing I can think of that's happened is it was much bigger than the other pieces, so it might not have been 100% dry because everything else has survived. But yeah, sad times. The other thing that could have happened is this kiln was quite a small firing I did, not very many things, so it might have actually been like too hot because I didn't fill it like all the way to the top like I might normally would, just because I wanted to get these pieces done before the market next weekend. So yeah, lots of things, but yeah, I have to bin this sadly, unless there's a way I can like save. I might be able to save these little bits for some glaze samples potentially, but all the little rubble I can't do anything with. So I'm sitting here glazing and I'm like, oh, my glaze isn't drying out. Why is it not drying out? So I went back upstairs to check the kiln, and it turns out I fired these on a glaze firing. I was wondering why the speckles had already developed and there was already like the kind of burning. There's a few cracks in this which I'm a bit annoyed about, so that'll explain why. I'm an idiot. This is what happens when you try to do things in a rush before something. Yeah, I'm gonna try and glaze it. I'm so mad, honestly. I'm very silly. Here we are. I'm just organising some of the stuff that I want to take with me and just getting it all organised into different piles and types, etc.